Assume responsibility for your behavior and the behavior for those around you. Now let's leave tonight's starting lineup. For Canton, we have Chloe DeBisson, Soli Rodriguez, Mulaney McDonough, Chloe Ewan, MJ Robin, Aaron Bingham, Fiona Trendle, and for our Franklin Panthers, sophomore middle hitter 11, Charlie Ulinsky, sophomore outside hitter 14, Emerson Delio, freshman setter Phoebe O'Connor, junior right side hitter Deanna Lorello, senior libero Emma Cunningham, senior middle hitter Livia Alberti, senior outside hitter Captain Matt Kuykendall. Your Franklin Panthers are coached by Coach Rodolphe and he's assisted by John Lincoln and Abby Lee. We would like to take a moment to recognize the men and women who have served in the United States Armed Forces. We invite both veterans and current military personnel to stand. Thank you for your service. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello, Franklin sports fans. Welcome back to Franklin High School for this latest girls varsity volleyball matchup. Your Franklin Panthers about to take on the visiting Canton Bulldogs. Franklin coming into this game after a big win last Friday against non-league rival Newton South. Franklin taking that game by a tough score of 3-0. Franklin has made their overall record 9-2. And Canton being a Hockomock League opponent coming from the Davenport division. And last time I checked, their record was 7-2 or 8-2. More than likely 8-2. They're not that far behind the Panthers, so hopefully we're in for a good Hockomock League matchup here between the Panthers and the Bulldogs. And we thank you viewers at home and abroad for tuning into this game on Franklin Pride TV, both on cable and on YouTube. So Both teams more or less ready to take the court as we have number 14, Emerson Delio. Emerson Delio ready to take the serve for the Panthers to start off this matchup. So here we go, Delio with the ball. As the floor ref gets a couple things straightened out of the scoreboard. And here we go, the start of the first game. And Canton is going to get a hand on that one, so that's going to be a point to the Panthers. Not a bad way to start off. Delio, second serve. Canton is just barely able to get this one across. And that's right at the net. Canton keeps that ball from going on to their side of the court. They block it at the net, and the ball is going to land on Franklin's side. So we are tied at 1. Number 50, Aaron Bigham, to take the serve now for Canton. That serve is not going to clear the net. Number 16, Olivia Alberti, to take the serve now for Franklin. Strong serve there by Alberti as Canton responds. Kill attempt blocked at the net. Franklin's teammates cheering them on after that block at the net that lands on Canton's side of the court. Franklin with a 3-1 lead here. And a nice serve there. Franklin is just able to keep this ball alive. Kill attempt. Ooh, that's going to hit. That's actually going to hit Bigham on the shoulder as it goes like a rocket out of bounds. So continuing the serve is Alberti. Nice serve there by Alberti as Canton keeps the ball alive. Third hit gets across the net. Kill attempt blocked at the net, but it's going to be deflected out. So 5-1 for the Panthers. Alberti to continue on with the serve here. Strong serve there by Alberti. As Canton gets their third hit across, that's going to be a free ball, and Franklin can't get to that ball in time. Number 55, Fiona Trendell, with a serve for Canton. That ball is blocked at the net. Big kill attempt by the Panthers. And this one is not quite able to come back. Good effort on the Panthers' part. Trendell to continue the serve. Nice dig there by the Panthers. Ooh, a mistimed play there. Is going to give Canton their next point. So Canton cuts the lead to 1. At this point, they are almost tied up here. Still early in the first game. The best 3 out of 5 matchup. Kill attempt. That one's not coming back. Canton tries to put a couple of hands up to dig it up, but they can't get to it in time. Those power shots by the Panthers. Up next is number 18, Phoebe O'Connor. Nice strong serve there by O'Connor as Canton gets a third hit. Kill attempt. Canton digs that one up. That ball's going to be right at the net. They don't need to get a second. They don't need to get a third hit on it, but unfortunately for Canton, that ball's going to go wide and out of bounds, so it's going to stay Franklin ball. 7-4 is our score here as O'Connor continues on with the serve. Nice serve there by O'Connor as Canton tries to dig it up, but they can't stay underneath it. 8-4 now is the score. And O'Connor to continue the serve. Ooh, miscommunication on the Bulldogs is going to give that point to the Panthers. So Phoebe O'Connor, just like Olivia Alberti before her, with a decent service run here. And again, Canton can't handle it. Franklin makes it a 10-4 game here. Another nice serve there by O'Connor. Again, she is packing the heat here. Timeout is going to be called by Canton, who find themselves facing a 7-point deficit here. They're certainly doing what they can against the Franklin offense, but it's been difficult for them so far. So another quiet week of Franklin sports. But at least this week sees the return of football. Franklin will be traveling to Algonquin High School for that one. Panthers off to a strong start here in this first game. And O'Connor to continue the serve. Canton gets the third hit across. Free ball, or a kill attempt, I should say. Canton can't dig that one up. 12-4 is the score. So O'Connor delivering in a very big way for the Panthers right now. Kill attempt, that's going to be ruled a Franklin point. Didn't see what the call was. And that's the thing with volleyball, is that these plays go by so quickly, it's hard to catch them. Kill attempt, dug up by Canton this time. And their kill is blocked at the net. Franklin keeping it alive. Free ball. That free ball for Canton. And that's a free ball for the Panthers as they try to get it across. They do. That kill is dug up by Canton. Spectacular fashion there. And Canton gets the point. A fantastic fight there between both teams. And Canton ends up the victor. Number 12, Melanie McDonough with the serve for the Bulldogs after a very necessary side out. That kill is dug up by Canton. Free ball. That kill dug up by Canton. They get their third hit across. Franklin keeps it in. That kill is blocked at the net. Franklin able to keep it alive. An offset play there. Canton is not able to chase that ball down. And next up we have Michaela Kuykendall. Score is currently 14-5. Canton with a free ball, and that ball is going to go into the net. Franklin able to play with it though. That kill is going to be blocked at the net. Canton keeps it alive. That kill, Franklin can't get to that one. Next up, we have number 6, Soli Rodriguez-Martinez. And Franklin is unable to handle that first serve. So Canton cuts the lead to 7 with that play. Martinez to continue the serve here. Strong serve there by Martinez. As Franklin kills, that ball's going to go long and out of bounds. Canton cuts the lead to 6. Hoping to catch up a little bit to the Panthers right now. Strong serve there by Martinez. That's going to be ruled. That's going to be ruled inbounds. And no one would have been able to chase that ball down. That serve more or less lands in the back, in the front left-hand corner of the Franklin side of the court. That one is unmistakable. That one's going out. Next up is number 5, Emma Cunningham. Kill attempt blocked at the net. It's going to stay on Franklin's side of the court. Ken doing it again, blocking the ball off the net, and Franklin unfortunately cannot get underneath that one. Score is now 15-10. Canton doing a good job of catching up to the Panthers right now. Number 14, or 44, my mistake, Michaela Singleton. Nice play there by the Panthers, but an illegal action by the Panthers is going to give that point to Canton. So Singleton to continue the serve. 15-11 is the score. Again, Canton slowly fighting their way back into this game. They meet that ball right at the top of the net and put it down on Franklin's side of the court. So Franklin calling a timeout after they themselves had at least a 8 to 9 point lead. And Canton being able to fight back in grand fashion here. So Canton volleyball coach Pat Colley must be thrilled with what she's seeing on the court right now, as Franklin coach Chris Rodolfi tries to get his girls to regroup a little bit here. Canton has cut the lead to 3 in this first game. You may be able to hear the JV and freshman teams cheering on their varsity counterparts as we come out of the Canton timeout, or the Franklin timeout. Kill attempt there is going to be blocked at the net, deflected out of bounds. That's a Franklin point, as Franklin gains themselves a very necessary break right there and side out. Gianna Lorello. Canton with a kill. That's going to be blocked at the net as Canton tries to keep that ball alive, but they are not going to be able to do so. So Lorello to continue the serve. Franklin slowly creeping away from the Bulldogs. But Canton is trying to keep Franklin close in the scoring. That kill is going to be dug up by the Panthers. Franklin's kill, that's going to land right inside the back line. Franklin increases their lead to 6. That ball's going to be blocked at the net. It's going to land on Canton's side of the court. 19-12 is the score now. Timeout is going to be called by Canton. Canton seeing the danger here, as they were within two to 3 points of catching up to the Panthers, but then with the side out that Franklin got for themselves, they have inched away from the Bulldogs at this point. Canton just looking for a way to stop the bleeding. And now you're hearing the Canton faithful, the JV and freshman teams cheering on their varsity counterparts. As we come out of the Canton timeout. And Gianna Lorello to continue on with the serve. Strong serve there by Lorello, and it's going to confuse Canton, so that's going to mean another point for the Panthers. Another strong serve there by Lorello. That's going to be rolled inbounds. It's going to land just inside the front corner of Canton's side of the court. So give Lorello the ace there. Another nice serve there by Lorello. Canton able to keep this one alive. They get that ball across. Franklin, kill attempt. Dug up by Canton. Free ball. That kill, that's going to be ruled inbounds. Colley not really buying it as the floor ref goes over to talk to the chair ref about it. Chair ref ultimately has the final say, but Fleur believes that it landed just out of bounds. It's going to be ruled a jump ball. So she's going to give that play the benefit of the doubt. That one's going long. Number 25, Mary Jane Robbins, with the serve now for Canton. Robbins with the serve. That's going to go wide and out. So 21-14 is our score. Emerson Delio with the serve. That serve is going to land just out of bounds. So a trio of back and forth serves that go either wide or long. Aaron Bigham to serve for Canton. As the floor ref gets a couple of things squared away at the score table. Can be difficult trying to make sure that all rotations are maintained at the score table. That's kind of what's going on here. So the floor ref signaling that he's ready to get gameplay back underway. 22-14 is the score here. That ball is going to be blocked at the net. It's going to be ruled just in bounds. So Franklin 2 points away from taking this first game. Olivia Alberti with the serve. Nice serve there by Alberti. Canton able to respond. As they try to get that ball across, they are not able to do so. That ball is going to be met at the net by the Panthers. That's going to catch Canton a little bit off guard, and they can't respond to it properly. Franklin now playing for game point. Nice serve there again by Alberti. Third hit, that's going to be a free ball. Does not get across for the Canton Bulldogs. And that's going to result in Franklin taking this first game by a score of 25-14. So that'll mark the end of the first game between these two teams. And Franklin now leads the match by a score of 1-0, as we've got a couple of minutes before the start of the second game. And again, you are watching this game on Franklin Pride TV, both on cable and on YouTube. As was stated before, Franklin coming into this game after a big win against non-league opponent Newton South. Franklin took that game, but took that match by a score of 3-0. Newton South doing what they could. Certainly throughout the first game and the third game, just as importantly, if not more so. And Franklin taking all 3 games, particularly the second game, with relative ease. And they now face Hockomock League opponent, the Canton Bulldogs. Franklin back out on the court, as we are about a minute or so away from the start of the second game. And Canton putting up a good fight here in this match so far, even though the first game did not turn out in their favor. So both teams out on the court now. Franklin substitutes out Charlotte Ulinski. For number 5, Emma Cunningham. Canton doing a switch of their own, but I did not see who came in. So second game begins, and Canton gets an ace. That was Aaron Bigham with that serve. Good serve there again by Bigham. Franklin puts that ball across the net. Ooh, and a mistimed play right there. Is going to give that one to the Panthers. We've got number 10, Emerson Stewart, out to take the serve for the Panthers. Stewart waiting for the floor ref to take care of a few things at the score table. And the floor ref is now discussing what's going on with the chair ref. Again, it is the chair ref who has the final say on everything. They are the go-to person for reffing these games. So now the floor ref explaining to both coaches what's going on. As we have a little bit of a delay of game here. And it looks like it may be a rotation thing that the floor ref is trying to square away here. So as for the rest of this week, tomorrow we will have a soccer game at 3:45. Be sure to tune into that one. And then Friday is the return of football. Big serve there by Emerson Stewart, as Canton gets that ball across. Ooh, and a mistimed play right there. Charlotte Ulinski was prepared for that one, but unfortunately for her, it drops down. It drops down a little too soon for her as she tries to meet it in the air. Fiona Trendle with the serve. And that serve is going to go long. Phoebe O'Connor now with the serve. That serve is going to hit the top of the net. It's going to stay on Franklin's side. On rare occasions, you'll see the ball hit the top of the net, but ultimately it will roll over to the opponent's side of the court. That did not happen in this case. And this one's not going to clear the net either. Michaela Kuykendall now with the serve. Score is tied up at 3 in this second game. Nice serve there by Kuykendall. Canton with a kill attempt. Cross-court kill, and Franklin cannot handle it. So Canton with a 4-3 lead here. Kill attempt dug up by Canton. Back kill. Canton is not going to be able to get to that one. And that serve for Canton was handled by Soli Martinez. Emma Cunningham with the serve now for the Panthers. Nice serve there. Canton with a kill attempt that's going to go into the net. So that'll be a point to the Panthers. Ken's going to get that kill. Score is all tied up at 5 here in this second game. Michaela Singleton up to take the serve now for Canton. This could be a very close second game here, folks. Nice serve there by Singleton. Franklin with the kill. It's handled by Canton. Franklin doing the same. That kill is going to land. Ooh, it's going to be ruled. It's going to be ruled inbounds. Looked like a very close call. So Franklin takes a 1-point lead here. Franklin with a nice serve there as Canton responds. That ball is blocked at the net. Franklin trying to get it across, and they do. Both teams meet that ball off the net, and Canton can't get it back across. That ball's going to be ruled inbounds. Gianna Lorella to continue the serve for the Panthers, who now have an 8-5 lead here. Kill attempt blocked at the net. Canton is not able to keep that ball alive. Canton wasn't sure who should follow up with that last hit. Franklin gets the point. Franklin gets that ball across. Kill attempt. That ball is going to be met at the net by Canton, but they can't keep it alive. And a timeout is going to be called by Canton. And again, Canton just trying to stop the bleeding here as they now trail by 5. Canton has not had any kind of lead like what the Panthers have had throughout the course of this match. But we can be sure that they would like to have some sort of a lead like that. Again, the JV and freshman teams cheering on their varsity counterparts. As we come out of the Canton timeout. Gianna Lorella to continue the serve. Another good serve there by the Panthers. Free ball that's going to be blocked at the net. And it's going to be land on Canton's side of the court. Eleven to 5 is the score here. That serve is going to go long. So Canton making a rotation. And it looks like we are going to have number 29, Lillian Martin, with the serve for the Bulldogs. That free ball is dug up by Canton. They get that ball across themselves. That kill dug up by Canton. A very big kill, a very big dig there by Canton. Another big dig. That kill is going to go long. Twelve to 6 is the score now. Nice serve there as Canton gets the ball across on a free ball. And a free ball by the Panthers. Canton able to recover. And Franklin cannot keep that ball alive, so that's going to be a point to the Bulldogs. Serve there. And Franklin is going to be called for, I believe, a net violation, so that's going to give the point to the Bulldogs, as they have now cut the lead to 4. Aaron Brigham to continue the serve. That kill is going to be dug up. That kill is going to go long. Emerson Stewart with the serve. Serve by Stewart goes into the net. Point to Canton. And we are going to have number 11, Caitlin Reynolds, with the serve now for Canton. Canton has now cut the lead to 4. Nice hanging serve there. So quite a bit of irritation going on, a little bit of confusion going on with whatever's happening at the score table, but that last play is going to be ruled a jump ball. So Canton has a second go as the floor ref tries to finish up whatever's happening at the scoreboard table. Back in action, that ball hits the top of the net, but it rolls over to Franklin's side of the court. That ball is going to be ruled touching the antenna, so that's going to be a point to the Panthers. Canton trying to do what they could to hit the ball sideways, but inbounds, and it doesn't work for them. So Phoebe O'Connor with the serve. More confusion happening at the score table. Assistant coach John Layton over there to help out the floor ref. And Coach Chris Rodolfi over there too. So O'Connor keeping herself warmed up at the back line as the floor ref goes to talk to Canton coach Pat Colley. And so the floor ref is basically trying to make sure that right now that Canton's rotation is the way it needs to be right now. So O'Connor finally joining the pack. She was just trying to keep herself loosened up on the back line and be ready for gameplay. And with this confusion at the score table continuing on here, so you can see John Layton looking over some documentation down there at the score table. And Coach Colley calling her team into a huddle. Layton checking the rotation for the Panthers, it looks like. So it looks like everything with the Bulldogs is straightened out. So the straightening out looks like it's almost ready to be finished up after what seems like it's been at least a few minutes, if not 5 or more, of a delay in play here. The floor ref now having to address these concerns with both coaches as well as the chair ref. So gameplay can now resume. And that serve by O'Connor goes over just over the top of the net. And Canton get underneath it. So 15-9 is the score as we have now resumed gameplay. O'Connor to continue the serve. This serve is not going to clear the net. So that'll be a point for Canton as they break double digits. Melanie McDonough with the serve for Canton. Nice serve there by McDonough. Franklin. Kill attempt is blocked at the net. Franklin trying to keep it alive, and they're able to. Can they get it across? Yes, they do. That kill is going to go long. Point to the Panthers. Good serve there by the Panthers. Kill attempt is going to be blocked at the net. Canton keeps it alive. Cross-court kill is going to be dug up by the Panthers as they get their second hit across. That kill is going to be dug up by the Panthers, and they are not going to be able to chase it down. As much as Michaela Kuykendall tried to stay underneath that ball, she unfortunately got turned around and upside down. Sully Martinez with the serve. I think it might be Soleil. Franklin unable to respond to that dig. So 16-12 is the score now in this second game. Franklin leading the match by a score of 1-0. Nice serve there by Martinez. Franklin unable to handle that one. They do an initial dig, but it's too low for Franklin to be able to do anything with it. 16-3 now is the score. Canton slowly catching up here. Kill attempt blocked at the net. That's going to be hit sideways and out of bounds. Emma Cunningham now with the serve. That ball's going to be blocked at the net very nicely by the Panthers, and Canton can't react to it. 18-3 now is the score. Cunningham to continue the serve for the Panthers. Nice serve there by Cunningham. Canton with the free ball. Cross-court free ball. Franklin able to handle it easily. That kill's going to go long. Canton makes a rotation, and they've got number 44, Michaela Singleton, coming in to take the serve. Canton hoping to catch up to Franklin a little bit more here. Good serve there by Singleton. That kill goes right in between two Canton players. A rocket of a shot there. (19-14) is the score. Good serve there. As Canton, third hit is going to be deflected out of bounds. Good effort there by Michaela Kuykendall to try to chase that ball down. She winds up going into the cloth wall that is dividing this court into two. Franklin just barely able to get that one done. And that's going to be a big, big point for the Canton Bulldogs. Lillian Martin to continue on the serve for Canton. They cut the lead to 3. Nice hanging serve there by Martin. Franklin's kill, that's going to be deflected out of bounds. (20-16) is the score. Franklin with the serve. That kill is going to be dug up by Canton. Ooh. And unfortunately for Canton, they did not see where how high the ball went. It wound up bouncing off the scoreboard, hanging above the court. And because it came down so quickly, they couldn't respond to it. So Canton taking another timeout. Franklin leading the second game by a score of 21-16. And Canton, for the most part, has been able to keep this lead of Franklin's very, very close. Not short, but certainly close. And so we come out of the Canton timeout. 5-point differential between these two. Emerson Delio to continue the serve. Good serve by Delio. As Canton gets that ball across. Kill attempt. Dug up by Canton, but it's going to go sideways. (22-16) is the score. Canton able to handle that one. And Franklin able to respond just as quickly. Ooh, both teams getting the ball over in a single hit. That ball is going to be deflected out of bounds. Franklin 2 points away from taking the second game. Good serve there. That free ball is going to be dug up by the Panthers. Kill attempt. Can't handle it. Franklin 1 point away from taking this second game. Emerson Delio with a possible final point. Canton fighting to keep this ball alive, and a big swing. A big, big swing there by Canton. Is gets to the net, but it can't go. But it can't get. It isn't high enough to get over the net. So Franklin takes this second game by a score of 25-16. They lead the match now by a score of 2-0. Canton doing everything that they could on that last point to try to keep that their hopes in that second game alive, but unfortunately for them, it does not work out. So we are down to the third and possibly final game here between Franklin and Canton in this home matchup. And we thank you viewers at home and abroad for tuning into this varsity volleyball matchup on Franklin Pride TV, both on cable and on YouTube. For anybody out there who is volleyball savvy, Canton has to win the remaining games if they're going to take this match against the Panthers. Franklin only needs to win one more game, but we'll see if Canton has enough fire in them to take this third game away from them. So Franklin out on the court and ready as Coach Pat Cawley has some final words with her team in the final half a minute of downtime before we start getting ready for the third game. And the starters for the Panthers are the usual suspects here. But it needs to be said that every player on this Franklin volleyball team is dynamite when they're on the court. So Canton now out on the court as the 4F makes sure that Canton's rotation is the way it needs to be. And we are going to have Phoebe O'Connor starting the serve for the Panthers in this third game. So here we go, the start of the third game. Powerhouse shot there. Kill attempt dug up by Franklin. That kill's going to be blocked at the net. That point's going to be awarded to the Bulldogs. Franklin is called for 4 hits, meaning that the ball never got across to Canton side of the court after Franklin's third hit. Franklin unable to handle that serve. Aaron Bingham to continue the serve for the Bulldogs. As Franklin gets that ball across, cross-court free ball right there, and Franklin and Canton tries to dig it up, but they can't do so. Number 14, Emerson Delio, will take the serve next for the Panthers. Good serve there, but it's going to go long. And next up, we are going to have Fiona Trendle. Nice serve there by Trendle as Franklin gets the ball across. Canton digs it up. Kill attempt. Franklin able to dig it up. Kill attempt. Oh, nice offset play there by the Canton Bulldogs, but Franklin is right there to block that ball and leave it on Canton's side of the court. So we are now going to have Emerson Stewart with the serve. Franklin looking to tie the game up here. Both teams right there. This ball is going to be called a point for the Bulldogs. A net violation on the Panthers' part. Melanie McDonough with the serve now for Canton. As Canton leads this third game by a score of 4-2. That kill's going to land just in bounds. So we're going to have Olivia Caruso taking the serve now for the Panthers. Franklin again hoping to tie this ball game up. Kill attempt, blocked at the net. It's going to stand Franklin's side. That kill is dug up by Canton. That ball's going to be last touched by Canton. Franklin with the point. They tied this third game up at 4. Franklin is just able to get this ball across. Kill attempt, dug up by Franklin. And Franklin's kill is going to land on Canton's side of the court. So Caruso to continue the serve for the Panthers as they take a 1-point lead. Franklin gets that ball back across the net. As Franklin, that kill is going to be dug up by the Bulldogs. Franklin is able to get that ball across. Ooh, and Canton able to get that ball in a place where Franklin wasn't going to be able to get to it. A very quick move on Canton's part as they tie the game back up at 5. Number 6, Martinez. Franklin works that ball off of the net. Free ball. That's going to be a cross-court free ball right there. Franklin unable to get to it. So again, Soli Martinez. Canton regains their 1-point lead here. Kill attempt dug up by Canton. That's going to land just out of bounds. So Franklin ties the game back up at 6. As Michaela Kuykendall will take the serve now. Good serve there by Kuykendall. Canton sets the play up. That's going to be a free ball. Franklin keeping this ball alive. Back heel dug up by Canton. As Canton is just able to get that ball across. That ball is going to be blocked at the net on Canton's side of the court and goes out of bounds. So Franklin now with the 1-point lead. That kill is going to land just out of bounds. Just behind the front, that front corner right there. So Kuykendall to continue the serve. Franklin with the 2-point lead. Nice serve there by Kuykendall, and Canton unable to handle it. Timeout is going to be called by Canton. And again, Coach Colley just doing anything that she can to stop the bleeding when Franklin's on any kind of a run in this game. The biggest lead that Canton has had in this match has been in this third game. Whether it be 2 points or 3, they have not had nearly as big of a lead throughout this match as Franklin has. So coming out of the Canton timeout, Franklin leading this third game by a score of 9-6. Kuykendall to continue the serve. Canton able to keep this ball alive. They get it across. That ball's going to be blocked at the net on Canton's side, deflected out of bounds. So Kuykendall with a strong service run now, and unfortunately that's going to end right there as that ball lands just out of bounds. That serve is going to be, a nice third hit there by the Panthers, and Canton unable to dig it up. So number 5, Emma Cunningham with the serve. Franklin leading this game by a score of 11-7. Kill attempt dug up by Canton. That kill dug up by Canton again. That free ball is going to go across. That kill is going to be blocked at the net, stays on Canton's side of the court. – 12-7 is the score now. That ball is blocked at the net. Canton is not able to get that ball across. Nice serve there by the Panthers as Canton gets this ball across. Kill attempt is going to be blocked on Canton's side. Lands on their side of the court. 14-7. Franklin now with a 7-point lead. As Cunningham continues the serve for the Panthers. That ball is going to be ruled just in bounds. That ball is going to be ruled in bounds. Oop, I actually got that wrong. Lands just out of bounds. So 15-7. Free ball, and unfortunately for Canton, they get a little too close to the net for that to go over the top of the net. Timeout is going to be called by Canton. Canton just not having any luck whatsoever with trying to start any kind of offensive run against the Panthers at this point. Franklin just powering through this game like it's any other matchup. As we come out of the Canton timeout. Franklin digs that ball up. Kill attempt is going to be blocked at the net. It's going to land on Franklin's side of the court. So Canton with a very necessary side out there. Score is 16-8. As we have number 29, Lillian Martin, to take the serve for Canton. Kill attempt, that's going to go into the net. Martin to continue the serve. Cross-court kill. That is going to be blocked at the net, but unfortunately Canton can't keep it alive. Phoebe O'Connor with the serve. Nice serve there by O'Connor. Cannot get underneath that ball. Point to the Panthers. Franklin with a 9-point lead here. Ooh, Canton catches them off guard with that play. That point is going to be awarded to the Bulldogs. Canton is going to be called for a net violation. Or Franklin will call for a net violation. I think I got that. No, I think I've got that right now. Aaron Bigham with the serve. Kill attempt. That's going to be a point to the Panthers. Emerson Delio with the serve. 19-10 is the score. Nice offset play there by the Bulldogs. Franklin trying to keep this ball alive. Yes, they do. And Canton attempting what looked like it was going to be a cross-court kill. Franklin's right there to block it at the net. And the ball lands on Canton's side of the court. Franklin now with a 10-point lead, 20-10. Franklin 5 points away from taking this match. Canton with the dig there as they get the third hit across. Free ball, and Canton pushes it right back onto Franklin's side of the court. Fiona Trindle with the serve now for Canton. Canton hoping to cut into this lead. Kill dug up by Canton. They get that last hit across. And Canton unable to get underneath that quick kill. Franklin puts it back up to a 10-point lead. Emerson Stewart to take the serve now for the Panthers. Franklin 4 points away from taking the match. Good serve there by Stewart. And Canton can't get underneath it. Ball hits the top of the net very strongly, but rolls onto Canton's side of the court. And Canton can't get to it in time. 22-11. Stewart. This one's a little bit better for Canton to be able to handle. Free ball. Kill attempt blocked at the net. It's going to land on Canton's side of the court. 23-11. Oh, a good serve there by Stewart. Canton gets that ball across. Canton digs this one up. Second hit. Third goes across. Franklin keeping this one alive. Nice little play right there. And that ball is going to land on Franklin's side of the court. Yeah, looked like a bit of an off-speed hit there. As number 12, Melanie McDonough is going to take the serve for Canton. 23-12 here. Nice serve there by McDonough. Kill, that's going to land just inbounds. So Franklin 1 point away from taking this match. And we are going to have number 8, Olivia Caruso, serve for what could be the final play here. Nice serve there by Caruso. Canton able to get it across. That's going to be a point to Canton. So with Canton still behind by 9 points, Franklin will be looking to take the match on a side out. Number 6, Soli Martinez up to take the serve for the Bulldogs. Nice serve there by Martinez. Franklin's third hit, that's going to be blocked at the net. They keep it alive. Third hit gets across. That kill is going to be Deflected out of bounds by a Canton player. And Franklin is going to take this third game by a score of 25-13. They're going to take the match by a score of 3-0. So a very fierce match to start off with. And Canton, again, as has been stated throughout the entirety of this match, they're just doing everything they can to answer to Franklin's offensive gameplay here. But Franklin is going to take the match by a score of 3-0. So that's going to do it for our coverage here at Franklin High School. And for Franklin TV, this is cameraman Chris saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, Franklin sports fans. Have a good one.